Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, February 3rd. Lots to talk about today.
Good morning. What's the weather going to be today?
We're gonna. Why would you punish the people on the East Coast?
Because I have no idea what the weather is today.
I think they're still like in the midst of. We talked to our daughter,
our weather here.
and our daughter's like, stop talking to me about your weather. She's been in DC, and she's like, on Saturday, she was like, it hasn't been above 20 since the week I got here. And then, like, she was like, it was actually kind of nice today. It was 36 degrees. I think she said that yesterday. That cuts my head off if I move at all.
That didn't cut your head off. Look.
Well, there's a balance. Back. Right, but we sit up like this a lot, or if I'm playing on the screen or whatever.
Okay, hang on.
There we go. All right. So she's like, don't talk to me about the weather. We were talking to her. We were in the sauna.
Patrick took a screenshot.
It was so hot.
Yeah.
It was so hot. And she's like, I've been cold for 3 weeks. Stop talking to me about
it's because it was in the 60s almost, right? Like this weekend.
It was 68 degrees on Sunday.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy.
I mean, although I think that's like the last of the 68 degrees.
Is it going to get cooler here?
A little bit.
I'm like, Violet, so how you liking the East Coast? You going to stay? And she was like, I really like it out here, but I don't think this is where I'll live. But she hasn't seen the beautiful spring. And what? Yeah.
Well, so anyways, it's sunny, not a cloud in the sky. It is supposed to be in the high 50s, low 60s for the foreseeable future. And I'm like a weather hawk. Like, I watch the weather like crazy because like all my activities involve weather.
Yeah, I told Patrick he doesn't need a lot of space. His recreational area
let's actually talk about what this is really about. This is about an encroachment on my space in my own living circumstance.
I do. I try to take over because I'm like, his
You're the fat Robin.
I'm the fat Robin. I've been trying to take over his space. Actually, I haven't been trying to take over your space.
You've been much better about it lately. So,
was that to me?
It was.
Why is it coming up on your thing?
Because, like I said, I'm trying to take more of a role and help managing all that stuff. So anyways, one of the weather guys, like, because I always joke that the people in this area are snow forecasters. No matter what, it's going to snow 10 days out. And there's a NOAA guy that I've been watching that was caught up in the NOAA reduction of headcount earlier this year, who's great because he's like location agnostic. And so he's like, listen, the European model is saying that there's a shift. And he's like, a lot of weather guys are talking about the fact that like now we're going to see this weather coming in to this area in like two weeks. And like one of the guys who does like kind of snow forecasting here is like, yeah, we're going to get a foot of snow 2 weeks from now. And the NOAA guy is basically like, I don't believe it. The way that this season's been, there's always something on the horizon. But he goes, if we look at the forecast for precip, he goes, we're seeing the same pattern that we've seen since the start of the year, which is moisture going Pacific Northwest over us. So he's like, I'm thinking right now we'll see cooler temps, and that this blip of hope that we see on the Eastern model 2 weeks out, he's like, I'll believe it when we get there. He goes, do I have confidence that this is going to happen? No. And I'm just trying to keep it positive and that there's always some activity. Like mountain biking was great this week.
Okay.
It was a beautiful day for a walk.
Yeah, we took a nice walk too. So, ooh, there's Miss Lori back from her girls' weekend in Vegas. Ah.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so we won't be talking about the weekend in Vegas.
Wow. So
I don't know if I've ever seen Lori blush.
I wish I could blush for that one.
That's
So,
funny.
I think everyone, I'm not sure, because I was dealing with my rep trying to get everything straightened out with my Kimberville club. So I think everyone has the design now in their library. If you do not have your design in your library and you're part of A1's club, email me. But most people sent me emails saying they either got it or I didn't hear from you, which I'm thinking means you got it. But if it's not in your library, now is the time to speak up, because I still feel like there might be a couple. Just because, yeah. Anyways,
Speaking of new websites,
okay.
did anybody notice that we have a new website?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
Well, you know how I don't like change. I don't like change, and it's not that I don't like it, but I was like, oh, that's different. So, like, when I went to look for, like, my classes and sew-alongs, I didn't like the tabs here. I liked the page.
So long story short, the algorithms change, marketing stuff changes, and so what Shopify, who we use, does is they have these themes, and the themes work. And is Garden today? Is Garden in today?
Farm Fresh.
Graydon.
Oh, Graydon's here.
So the refresh of the website, and it's funny because it is hard when you change that stuff. So if some of you were super if, like Joanne saying, yes, things are set up different, couldn't find stuff, the search should still work. You guys will get used to the new website. And quite frankly, there'll be a transition as you guys figure out the new navigation, etc. What had happened was our old website, which we set up 6 years ago.
Who knows?
It was 6 years ago that we committed to Shopify. The old website wasn't working with any of our integrations. So it had slowly stopped working with all this stuff because the internet had moved on. So it was a necessary change. I think the navigation is working, orders are working, the integrations with the other things that we're using are working. So give it some time. Let us know what's wrong.
Well, I mean, nothing. I just need to.
You just need to adjust.
Well, there's stuff from Christmas that are under anyways. That's just a me thing.
So we'll be working on it. If you're struggling to find something or something like that, let us know. The navigation will have some slight differences, so we'll be working on that just to clean it up. But everything works. So I know there were some comments last week about the website where people were like, "Oh my God, Kimberbell went to Shopify and it broke everything." That's not going to be our experience here. So I think things are still still functional. We'll just have to kind of clean up navigation a little bit, and then you guys, of course, will have to adjust to the new navigation. Mary, I'm super excited that you got the machine and everything was clean and it was well packaged in an Avenir box. So I'm super happy to hear that you got it that fast.
Do we send Mary stuff like classes and things like that?
Mary, we need to look into that.
Is this Mary Bowles?
It's actually, Mary, I believe the machine was for your daughter. if you will send me an email with her information, we'll make sure that we send out the video library for the classes on the Solaris and the Luminaire. So congratulations on your new machine. Very clean machine too. So
Clean machine.
the
That's kind of funny.
that's like, you know, there's like an ACD song in there somewhere.
That's a fast machine.
Right.
She kept her motor
clean.
That's true.
Uh,
So I was talking to you about mistletoe. So yeah, I did have some issues. Patrick and I, was it Saturday night?
that was not fun.
Yeah, he was like,
There were way more fun things to do in bed on a Saturday night than go through the mistletoe class. This
I was
is
like,
what
Patrick,
my life has become.
I was like,
I used to be cool, I swear.
I was never cool. But anyways, I was like, can you get out your computer so we can go through Mistletoe Club? So we went through person by person and just checked every single one. And anyways, and then I sent a list to my rep to deal with a couple of them. So I'm hoping I want you to email me if you're still having some issues. This, because I can show you now. This is the is that so glittery? And I didn't put, there's going to be a piece of rickrack that goes up here and a bell that hangs down. So this is going to be the bell block for February. You're going to make 2 of these. This is my Comfort and Love, my Moda version, where it has like I did like a white, it's almost got like a pink hue to it. And so for Thursday, if you're stitching with me, we're going to stitch out one of these. And then we're going to stitch out, there's 3 piece blocks. This is not the fabric you're going to be using. This is my Comfort and Love version. Aren't these adorable? They're so cute. So this is Comfort and Love with the Hala Shimmer multi-color thread, glitter thread. So this is going to be on Thursday. I think I sent everyone another email, but I'll send you another email. Just be prepped and ready to go. We're going to do traditional applique, just lay it down, placement line, tack down, trim. So, and this is what we have so far. If you want to join us, you can join us at any point. You could do wallflower at any point, which was last year's. Go ahead. But so far we have the ornament, and then we have the tree. Here's the tree. Here's my Comfort and Joy version. So here's the tree. Then we have, this is my ornament. Here are the 2 versions. And now we have the bow. And then there are filler blocks as well. Aren't these cute? So cute. So I will see you guys on Thursday. And then we'll stitch that out. It probably will take us maybe like an hour and a half to do everything. And all the videos are up and loaded, so even if you're not in our club, the class on Thursday is private Zoom class for the people in our A1 Mistletoe Club, and but everything gets posted after we're done. So can I just find things? You should be able to do a search, and sometimes you find things that aren't even available. It's really crazy because, I mean, we have so many things. I just don't have time to go through everything, but we had a system that didn't talk to whatever we put in, and we've had thousands of SKUs go through the store, so we're still working on getting everything up to date. Avenir, oh, you found it, Karen. Okay, yes. So this weekend I did work on the Zippy bag. So that was going to be a collab with myself and Michelle. And here is, there's 2 parts, okay? 2 parts. This is part 1, or part 2, doesn't matter. I took the Zippy panel and I cut it in half. And so 1 half are the small bags. These are the smalls. These are the littles, okay? And then one part is the big bags. These are the large ones. And I still have to do one more row. But I did yesterday, I did my edge to edge. I'm all about the cutaway template. So I did my edge to edge, and it was a little challenging because I wanted to do it with the built-in designs in the machine, but not using the edge to edge, like the one where it prompts you and walks you through it, where we just used the design that was in there. And
what have I been usurped by Zippy bags
here
in a computer?
So I did, if you've ever done edge to edge, the Amelie Scott method, I think her name's Christine Connor. Is that right? The gal on the cover of the book. You do an A and then you do a B. So the B is just the A flipped upside down. So in my head, I was just like, I'll flip the A and just call it a B. But the start point doesn't switch. So then you have the start point on the wrong side, and there's no way to really match unless you go to the very last stitch. So I decided, it's going to be an edge-to-edge it's with modifications, because, I mean, quite frankly, this isn't going to be a quilt. It's not going to be...
They're bags, right?
Yeah, you're going to cut it apart, but we're just quilting it all at once. So we're just going to use A on the entire thing, and then we're going to do A on the upside down. Just trust me on this.
Oh, wow, we hit 9,000 followers.
Woo! There we go. So, is the date for this... Ooh, did I mess up the date? Did I mess up the date, Karen? I think it's right, but I could have made a mistake. 125.26. Yeah, that's not right.
That would have been passed.
225. 220. Let me fix that. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. 225. I will fix that. So let's talk about how it's going to work. Because that was like, how do I group everybody? How do I fit everybody in? How do I have enough time to do everything? That's always like, what I'm thinking about. So this, with the littles, this is going to be a sew-along. Free sew-along. I'm doing it on, and I got to check the date again. I'm doing it, I think, on the 21st. February. Hopefully I put the date in right. I'm still in January. I can't believe it's January. I did this.
There was like a lot of brain power that went into that project.
On this?
Yeah.
Is this pretty? So these are built-in designs, quilting designs on the Avenir. And so I did a supply list. The supply list is in the description. Did I bring my little book that I made? No. There's a lot of built-in stuff there. As you go up, so there's built-in stuff for the Stellar and Altair and the Meridian. Not a lot. Then the XP1, the Luminaire, and the Solaris has a little bit more. And then you get to the EV, the Avenir, and you're going to see there's even more. So I was able to kind of pick from the stuff that was on the Avenir. So I included, if you don't have all those designs, what you would do. But we are going to be working with the camera, with sizing, rotating, placement, checking placement, and then we're just going to be stitching. That took me about 2 hours, and that was with me filming and writing things down and keeping track. So, what are you looking at? So now edge to edge is going to be a paid class because it's a longer class, and I did put it. I will fix it. So it's going to be a 4-hour class. You're going to have homework. I don't know for sure if it's going to take us that full 4 hours because I'm going to give you pre-class homework, like stitching out your stencils beforehand and figuring out whether you're going to be a center or right of center kind of girl or guy. And I'm going to be using the other side of the Zippy panel, the large bags. And so it took me probably about, not including making my stencils, it probably took me about 3 hours. And I haven't done it in a while. So I had to I was playing around and doing my W plus foot and all of that kind of stuff. So I just put up for the Avenir and the Luminaire. I'm going to do something separate for the Stellar, Altair, and then people that maybe even have like an 8x12. You could do it with a 6x10. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be personally doing it, and I'm going to be working with probably a 9.5 by 14 and a 10.5 by 16 snap hoop. So that's the skinny. Oh, and if you did get your Avenir and Luminaire from me, then I'm going to make your class complimentary. We'll just do that for you guys. We'll call this because it's gonna be edge to edge modified, because we're not doing it like real edge to edge for a whole quilt, because this is just gonna be cut apart into bags.
So so just looking at the time, and what else do we have to cover today before we do our giveaway, and any announcements this week, upcoming classes, anything like that we should be talking about, Jeannie?
So when are you going to be showing us how to do this for us? I don't know what we're
this is she's asking when this class will be.
Oh, so it'll be up for 225. I will put something up for the first week in March for Stellar and then the other machines. And yeah. So that's when that's going to go up. I am using, do you have to have this book? But I am going to be using, I feel like this book is so valuable in walking you through how to figure everything out, where to start, all of that stuff. So I would recommend getting it. But I was also looking at designs from Juju for if you don't have this design in your machine. What I like about some of the other designs is they fill more, whereas a lot of the ones in the book are skinny. So I'm all about let's fill it up. Let's get as much done as we can. So I will send you more information on that. Yeah, let's talk about a couple more things. I still have 3 more Let's Just Add Butter kits, so I'm getting one of those out. I think I have 2 more. So if you want to join us for that, I can't guarantee if I'm shipping it to you that you're going to get it on time, but the videos are pre-recorded. You can join us for the class, and then you can stitch it out later. You'll get the recording of the class. That's going to be on Friday. And then next week, I did want to talk to you about some of the classes that are coming up. Some of the classes coming up. I can't believe I put that in wrong. I did it this morning at 5 in the morning. Okay. Let's see. That's what I get when I'm doing something and I'm tired. What was I looking at? Oh, the calendar. I do want to talk to you about this really quickly. So, next week, Michelle's BES Silver class is going on. Just started. I'm sure you guys are enjoying it. We have on the 12th the Luminaire Solaris Design Center class, and it's been revamped a little. So just made it a little less complicated, although the pre-recorded class is going to have it with, the leaf, and there's other stuff on it. But we thought, let's just tone it down just a little bit to get you through it. So this is the class for the Luminaire and Solaris, and that's going to happen on the 12th. Quilt Talk is happening next week too. Michelle and Gail are going to be here, and they're going to be talking about cutting fabric. So that's going to happen on the 13th. The week after, I'm going to be doing the Crabapple Hill Vile Toadstools, and I did get a note from somebody that asked if it was going to be like the tea towels. It is. It's going to be the same technique, teaching you how to bring something in via design snap and then working with your line properties, just getting rid of a pixel, drawing something in and assigning fills and assigning satin stitches and things like that. If you've already done the Sweet Land of Liberty or they were those summer tea towels, you can do it. But if you just want to join us for a class, join us for the class. And then on Friday, I'm going to be doing the bench pillow. So we're going to do the bench pillow. And then on Saturday, the 21st, that's when we're going to do the free sew along for the small bags. And then the following week, that's when I'm going to be doing the edge-to-edge class. So the edge-to-edge zippy bag, modified edge-to-edge. And then we have another version of the vial toadstool, and that's going to be for the Stellar Altair people. Stellar Altair and all of those people. And there's an accessory class. Accessory class is going to happen March 5th. Suzanne teaches that. We're so lucky to have her. And she goes through all the accessories. And then she always shows, like she did Stitcher's Garden and shows off some of the stuff she was able to do with some of those accessories. So it's a really fun class where you learn the accessories and then you learn how to do a little light maintenance on your machine. So you want to do the giveaway? We didn't even find something for the giveaway.
Do you want to go look while I do the giveaway?
Yeah.
So the question of the week, and it's funny, I always say you guys like the racy questions better than the technical questions. So the question for the week last week was, more or less, what do you miss about Joann's? Like, now that Joann's is gone, what are you struggling to find, or what are you actually looking for? And having looked through the comments, there were only 50 responses. The long and short of it was, I think the majority of people were saying that they really enjoyed the convenience. So like what they miss about Joann's was the convenience. They miss the sales. And like if I was to pick kind of one winner in kind of what people purchase there and what they miss about not having Joann's, if it wasn't just the convenience of it. And for a lot of you, it sounds like it was like the only thing that was nearby. Like a lot of you live in areas where quilt stores and sewing stores are further away. But it would be kind of notions, buttons, stuff like that. And like the Pellon stuff, SF101 and stuff like that. And everybody kind of made the same point that they really enjoyed buying that stuff with their coupons. And so, it was interesting to see that beyond that stuff, there really wasn't a lot of stuff there. And, it's also not lost on us that, those crazy coupons, the 50, 60% off, the double discounts, all that stuff definitely played a role in kind of their demise and them shutting down. But, one of the things that stuck out to me was for how many people it was really kind of their closest thing. Like there were a lot of comments about people being in areas where it's tough on kind of a smaller quilt store. So let's just do the giveaway really quickly here. Window capture. As I said, 50 responses. So the odds are good. Oh, wait, they can't see it yet. Hang on. Let's do the giveaway and then you can show them what they win.
Okay.
All right. Bam. There we go. Kathy DeGroof.
Miss Kathy DeGroof.
Stabilizer and miscellaneous small items.
I feel like I need to look and see if Kathy already has this. I don't think she does.
Well,
Kathy,
show her what she wins.
This is going to be a thread set from Aurifil, and it just has the most beautiful colors in it right here. So this is going to be for you, Miss Kathy, and we'll reach out to you. So this is going to be for you.
Her vacuum's already gone. I could have put that in the vacuum box. So congratulations, Kathy. Marlene asks, are you going to mail out my bolt of SF101 with the Kimberbell tiling scenes?
Kimberbell? Yeah. Hang on one second. I'm going to add a note to my orders to be filled spreadsheet and just add on there. But if you could remind me, but I think it's already on here. I think I added it last time you were here.
And then have you used the super big snap hoop for the EV1 yet?
Shipped. I have one. So I brought it home. I didn't use it because it is big. And 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 I would have used it. Like I was like, okay.
Well, I
if
saw
can,
you had laid it out at one point.
Yeah, I was like, okay, if this whole thing's gonna fit in here, I'm gonna use it with the little snappies, and it wasn't quite big enough. And I was like, I'm gonna have to break it up into 2 hoopings anyways. And then when I did my large bags, I was like, ooh, maybe I can swing it. It'll do the bottom part, and it wasn't big enough for that either. So I think I'm gonna
like,
use it.
what if you were using it to like do like a small quilt or like true edge to edge or something like that, or even just like the big designs in the machine?
Yeah, because I'm doing, and that's going to be an option if you want to use it when we do I did figure out the numbers. I was like, should I use that hoop? But because I'm going to do a class that's going to have Avenir and Luminaire, I'm going to stick to the 10.5 by 16 because everyone has that hoop size capability. But we will figure out the numbers for the largest hoop. It's big. And so I was like a little scared of it. So I brought it home. And I mean, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to use it. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I got through that so fast. Because I think I could do, it was 12 hoopings with my 10.5 by 16. I think it'll be 9 hoopings with the 11.5 by 18. So have I used it yet? No. Do I think it's going to be worth it? Yes. Do I need to just try it? Yes. Have I been scared? Yes. And that's it. So, Marlene, I do have it down here. But you might want to remind me when it comes out anyways, just to make sure. But
do we have a 26 calendar that we could put in the back for the guys?
Oh, I just ordered one for myself to put out front. Yeah, I mean, I don't have one, but I'll order one for them. So,
So there is we are a week out on service, selling machines a week to 10 days out. And then vacuums have been taking a little longer. It just seems like parts are taking longer. And Cindy made me think of that when she commented as to the fact that her order sat for 2 days in Portland, then sat for 2 days in...
because the weather was so beautiful, the mail person was like... running around.
Well, so our UPS guy told us that UPS, in an effort to save money because shipping volume is down, has been reducing routes. So they've basically been offering their drivers like an unpaid day. So if somebody doesn't want to go to work, they can kind of bag out like 2 days early, and then other people have to fill that route. So, so there's a lot going on that front, and, it is what it is, but, like parts are taking longer for the vacuums. And then we do want to acknowledge that, after 6 great years, Michelle has decided to kind of move on and pursue greener pastures. So she's going to be winding down, teaching the remaining classes that she was working on, and working from home to do that. But Michelle will no longer be a daily presence in the store. So, we just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to Michelle, and we appreciate the role you played in the last 6 years of growth and learning in the store. And, we wish Michelle all the best as she decides where she goes in her next step. So I think, and I'm just not sure, like that Michelle's email is still active. But if I'm not sure as to her level of involvement with the email outside of the classes that she's going to teach.
Yeah, so, we'll figure it out and we'll let you know. And yes, she will definitely be missed. She was a huge part of growing this store for us.
Yeah, no.
And introduced us to software.
Scan and cut. She played a lot.
Bling. And what's the thing that people like in the fall? Orange spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Orange spice.
And pumpkin spice.
Have you ever tasted a color?
No.
I have.
And pumpkin spice. I don't even know what that means.
So anyways, So have a great day. Make something awesome. And we will see you ladies on
And gents.
and gents on what's happening to our window here. We will see you folks